Welcome to Entity Point, the world of Entity Point. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Have you seen the author? I'm the narrator of the story, detailing to you, the watchers, ever present, and to the players, the world around them, and the consequences of their actions. I hope you enjoy the story we have to tell. With that out of the way, it's time to take a delve into our current state of mind, beginning with Kimberly McKinsey.
Determined, but also very curious about everything that she's discovered going through the laptop that she got her hands on. She's gone over that information several times, just trying to figure out if she's missed anything or try and remember what is there. And the more she's read it, it's just kind of like the more she can't wait to get her hands back on the facility.
Ariel Holmes.
Big Angie.
Angie.
That's Big Angie. She has, I guess, newfound inspiration, I guess, for taking down Sparta Labs.
Mm-hmm.
And but beyond that, she's not 100%. She's still not like 100% on board with staying with Cloud, but definitely is okay with destroying her home, I guess. Of, well, how old was she? 4? 2? 4?
Yeah.
So yeah. That's pretty much where she's at.
Okay. Nam.
Ooh, yeah, I'm all right. No, I'm very concerned. Nam is in a state of almost like an existential crisis, sort of, where he doesn't know if he's Nam because Nam as an identity doesn't exist. But it's the name that he's always known and is also the name of that door that he witnessed with what was his name? Vortex, thank you. So he doesn't know at this point a few things, and he's going to be seeking answers, both from Manic and the facility.
Okay. Before we begin, do any of the players have any questions? No? Alright.
I have one, sorry.
You have one?
Did Charlie get his cats?
It's been a week. He should have gotten his cats by now.
If he didn't, it's a rescue operation.
He did, in fact, get his cats.
Fuck
Have we gotten to meet the cats?
No.
Oh.
We gotta live then.
First thing we do when we get back, we gotta meet the cats.
Allow me to paint a picture. You find yourself staring down the barrel of a gun. Garrett is on the other end. He glares at you as the gun fires. Flash. You're holding the gun. Oscar is at the other end. He glares at you as you pull the trigger. Sunday, January 13th, 2020. Nam bursts awake. He's on a helicopter with Kimberly, Ariel, Oscar, 3 cloud agents, and 2 members of the syndicate, Concrete and Raven. You're on your way to the Sparta facility, ready to take it down. Nam bursts awake. He's sweating a little bit and looks around the slightly cramped helicopter. What is the demeanor of Kimberly and Ariel?
Ariel is. She's quiet. I assume she's sitting next to Oscar. Like, how big of a... You said a helicopter, right?
It's big enough to hold everyone. It's a little cramped, but it's still comfortable enough.
And we're in, like, actual seats, not just sitting on a
Yeah.
floor getting... Okay. Yeah, I assume she's sitting next to Oscar. Definitely kind of freaking out about flying. Like, oh my gosh, I can see that's a long way down. But she's not... She's more like tense and like grabbing onto whatever seat part, like if there's an arm rest or just the seat itself, gripping that pretty tight. Uncertain if that's out of fear or anger. But she's been pretty quiet and except for the first like lift off when she probably was like, what the heck is going on?
Oh, fuck.
It's like, oh, we're moving. But yeah, she's been pretty quiet for the whole ride. Giving off, like, I guess, an aura, a sense of unease and anger all melded into one ball of anxiety.
Yeah, makes sense.
Kimberly is, if you'll allow her to have grabbed her tablet off the bus, she's like holding that tight, and just keeping an eye on her friends, especially, but also just like people watching intently.
Okay. And you would also see Concrete and Raven. Concrete is the man that Seth knew. Real name is Trevor, but he tends to just go by Concrete. You see him, he's off near the front of the helicopter. He's not the one flying it, but he's been... His eyes have been closed and his hand has been at his temple the entire time. As if he's focusing on something. And Raven, you're unsure about them because wearing this somewhat slender, high-tech looking suit. Completely covering... Yes.
Did we get any sort of... I know we kind of discussed this pre-stream, but did we get any sort of special outfits? Like, are we in, like, cloud operative outfits or anything?
You would be given outfits, it's whether you chose to wear them.
Well, considering our only other option was the clothes that we had when we left.
Well, there is like just normal clothes to wear, but you were given official operative outfits.
Is it techie or just like
typical
body armor?
More just body armor, yeah. So
I would say that Ariel did, because technically she's supposed to have like armored clothing or whatever for character
like
sheet stuff. So I would say that,
yeah.
Like, oh yeah,
a little bit.
Yes, so she would have grabbed. She probably the one that looks the least like a full-on operative one. Like maybe she just grabbed like some armor to throw on top of the regular clothes or something, but not like a full-on suit.
Would there have been anything at all left behind in the lab that I might have thought was useful heading into what we're doing?
No. Everything that would have been especially useful was taken. So you would see um, Nam burst awake.
Um, Garrett's gonna Garrett's gonna oppose us. He drew a gun on me.
we surprised by
Um,
that?
I don't know. He didn't seem like he acted much when we were leaving.
If we're
That's
coming
all
to
that.
destroy the lab, then I would assume that he would try to stop us, or at least make a point of looking like he's trying to stop us.
Well, he
From what I
definitely
gathered,
he pulled the trigger.
on you or on Manic?
I don't know. It's hard to tell the difference.
Because
You
one I would
heard much
believe
from
more
it?
than the other.
Well, considering what we're going to be going into, my assumption is it was probably on Manic. Speaking of which, I would like to try to have a sit-down meeting with Manic in the art room.
Okay. You focus. You find yourself back in the art room. Manic is already there.
Okay. It's been a week of mulling over it. We're making our way there now. There's too many questions, but I know that it's been a week since anything stimulating at the very least. So I want to propose a deal. Answer my questions honestly and truthfully, and you get to have some fun.
He looks around for a moment and looks back at the door behind him. Well, Ghoul wouldn't want me answering any of these, but I'm the one out here, aren't I? Why not? I've been bored recently. And you'd get killed without me.
That's something that I know that I can agree with.
I'm an open book.
Is Nam Sanam my actual name?
Yes.
When I say my name, I mean me.
Mm-hmm. Your name is Nam Sanam. Hello?
Oh no!
For a brief moment, it froze.
Dramatic
hear?
pause.
Dramatic pause. No, in case it cut out before I said anything, Manic went. He pointed at Nam and went, your name is Nam Sanam.
Okay. Am I the first one that's been in control?
No.
How long have I been in control?
I lost track of time. It's been a while.
I mean, we're only 20. I feel like that's
You've been in control.
concerning
as long as
on numerous levels here. What?
You've been in control as long as I've been around.
Okay. Who was in control before me then?
You see that Manig is greatly hesitating answering that question. His name is Khan.
Khan.
But don't worry, we keep him locked in the back.
How can I be sure that I'm not going to be kept somewhere else? Like Khan did.
No. Or, no, as in, no, you're not gonna be put anywhere else. We like you in the driver's seat. Most of the time.
Thank you for being real with me on this. I have been stuck thinking on it for about a week now and slowly losing it.
We might die today. There's no point in wasting time.
Well, if we do die today, it's gonna be with you at the helm. I have a few things to think about. So,
Alright.
you kept your end of the deal, and I'll keep mine. Have fun.
And
Learn what you can. And protect the others.
we'll do, boss.
And I'm going to go through my door behind me.
Okay. You go through your door. We cut back into the helicopter. As both Kimberly and Ariel distinctly notice the shift.
Has Manic been around at all in the last week?
That's up to time.
Probably not, no.
Right.
There's been nothing going on during that week. No real tension, no real point of conflict. So this would be the first time in probably during that week that we've switched.
You've been quiet.
Been
She's looking at
busy.
Manic.
Been busy. Yeah. No, it's feeling good, feeling loose. I mean, let's be honest here. We're kind of expecting this, right? Like Nam's not exactly the infiltrating, guns blazing type. This was definitely going to be part of my venture. To qualm any concerns, I'm not just going to go running out and doing anything. We still have a plan, and I plan to at least stick somewhat to it. All right? Just a little pent up is all.
She's muted.
Thank you. Did you also see the vision, or did he share that with you?
I did, yeah. My assumption is as well. We can't tell who's in control. We just see our perspective through it. So, yeah, no, I did see that. Something that Nam neglected to mention as well. Is Oscar in the bus with us or in the helicopter?
Oscar's
with us?
right next
He
to
seems
me.
to have the biggest smile on his face and has been giddy the whole trip so far.
Of course he has.
Yeah, so I didn't see anybody else there.
I'm going to
So-
need both Kimberly and Ariel
God damn it.
to roll
Um,
discern intentions.
I'm not
Do
just
I get
constantly
my-
doing that with him, so
Understandably.
Yeah,
I
kinda.
assume I probably don't get my +1 with this, right? Because it's not really towards my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
What was it?
certain intentions.
Thank you. Oh, good. I have a -1 and I rolled a 4. That's fine. I'm saving all my good rolls for
So
when I'm
for
gonna beat people
Ariel-
up.
No, there's no one else in the vision.
You get an XP.
I do, if I can find a pencil.
Hopefully
actually
you'll survive
works.
long enough to use it.
Well,
Rolled an 8 -1, so 7.
and we're so good at charm.
You're not.
Look,
I think we knew
seven's
this going
at
into
least
it.
passing.
No, I know, but I was meaning the -1.
So you do. So Kimberly does know that Manic is lying about someone else being there, but nothing about how he's acting indicates who that was.
Just kind of just give him a look. And anything else?
Other than the fact that, I mean, he pointed a gun at me. Do I get the intent? Do I get the inclination that Kimberly knows that I'm lying?
Would you like to roll discern intention?
I'll roll discern intentions. Yeah, works for me. Discern and ooh, oh, okay. No, I was getting Nam and Manic mixed up. Nam is decent at this. Okay.
Manic, on the other hand, he's
Uh,
not a people person.
okay, 7.
Yes, you can tell that Kimberly knows.
And I'm just gonna look at Kimberly. Yeah, no, there's nobody else involved. If there's a moment when Oscar's not looking at me, I will move my eyes to point at Oscar and then back
He hasn't
rapidly.
been looking at you this entire time. He's just.
I am moving my eyes rapidly at him and like.
Unfortunately, Ariel does not notice that.
That's fine.
Ariel
Kimberly
is
knows.
Kimberly
distracted.
knows.
We're in the air.
It's like, how does this work?
This is magic.
Who's powering this thing? Who's using their powers?
Kimberly, I didn't know you could control the electronics like this.
My poor little idiot Ariel.
Oh,
Look, it's okay. Everybody needs a bumbly person.
It's not her fault. They didn't teach her about helicopters in Sparta school.
You didn't go
Kimberly will-
into extreme physics.
Not at Sparta. They're like, you'll never see one of these. It's fine.
It's very true.
So Kimberly will like straighten slightly and like just like subtly nod. I'm glad even you would not hold back something that could get us killed.
Well, of course not. I mean, Garrett, he's going to be an unhinged man. We're going to be taking his livelihood away from him. Something he's been doing for who knows how long. It's gonna be dramatic, I'm sure.
We're taking away what he was forced to do, not his livelihood.
Well, livelihood, what he's forced to do. If you do something long enough, it becomes your livelihood. You spend too much time on it, what else have you accomplished during that time?
Saving his daughter.
Well, I mean, has he done that, though?
He thinks he has, although he thinks we were also the ones who caused her to die, maybe, possibly. Well, no. Hold on. Karish is remembering that the cloud says that she's safe, right?
Yes.
So, but Garrett doesn't know that.
No.
Okay. I just had to remember.
Very minor difference, but an important difference.
No, yeah. Well, I was just thinking because what Ariel knew.
Yeah.
Well, he thinks that we're responsible for her death because of our escape and fucking everything up. But Cloud knows where she's at and says she's alive, so maybe if we tell him that, maybe he won't be so trigger happy.
Probably be good.
Maybe he can
Is that something
help Cloud.
Is that something we actually want to do, though?
I think that when the time comes, we'll decide. It's hard to gauge opinions before it. All I do know is we're likely to face opposition, so be prepared.
From the near the front of the helicopter, you hear Concrete's voice as he speaks. Kimberly, do you need to be touching something to turn it off?
What?
To use your power, do you have to be touching it? What?
Out of character, I don't think so, right?
You did that with the
'Cause
cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to be touching things in order to use my powers.
Is there potential for you to turn off the security system? Or maybe even the power to the facility at large?
I could try. I don't know. It depends on the source of it, I suppose.
Ariel, your power is amplification, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing to use that on Kimberly when we get there?
Yeah.
Perfect. You see he opens his eyes like, we're here.
Did we know if Concrete has a power?
He does. You don't know what it is, though.
Okay. I can't remember if we'd been told or if we just
No.
thought he was.
With what I know I can do so far, would I think it possible that I could create some sort of like feedback within the system where it might like blow out records and whatnot?
Yes.
Possibly cause a fault. Possibly cause a small distracting fire or two.
You feel as the helicopter lands down somewhere. Alright, everyone. Hope you're ready. He pats Raven on the back. You keep him distracted, buddy. And both Concrete and Raven exit the helicopter, with the 3 other Cloud agents following behind. Oscar looks to you guys. You guys ready?
Yes.
Damn, I missed
Why
these
are you
days.
so excited?
I haven't been able to go out in the field like this in years.
You were literally in the field for like 20
I
years.
said like this.
Jill. No, I'm not ready, but sure.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Sure am.
Oscar stands up and puts out his hand for Ariel.
She'll take it and hop down.
And Kimberly and Manic are alone for a brief moment.
There was like a flash, like Garrett had pulled the trigger, and then suddenly I was holding a gun to Oscar. And with that, then I leave.
Don't do anything.
Before a response. Howdy.
You exit the helicopter, and you find yourselves back in the courtyard.
No, we're back here.
Looking at my tablet.
There is 2 guards from Sparta, from the UAG, standing out inside, or standing right at the doors, but they don't seem to have noticed you. As Concrete walks up to him, the fingers still to his temple.
Oh, clever. All right, then.
I can only hide us for so long. And you see as
I will draw.
Raven presses something on his suit, and these mechanical wings pop out. He flies off into the sky.
Aw.
Oh,
Do I still have tablet access to the cameras in the section?
Yes.
Can I loop them?
If you're able to turn off the power, then you won't need to do that.
Alright.
Alright. Ariel, Kimberly, you're up.
Ariel will go over, put her hand on Kimberly's shoulder, and attempt to use her power.
Would you like to use tokens?
No.
Okay.
That, and I get my plus. Do I get my +1 for this roll?
Basically,
Now that we
every
are
roll from now on.
Okay, so that is an 11.
Okay. Kimberly, you feel your power strengthen. What do you do?
How many tokens is this success? Okay.
All tokens are a success, but 1 token is a 7 to 9, 3 tokens is a 10 plus.
I will go ahead and use the 3 tokens.
Okay. And you just go up to the wall, effectively feeling with this rush of power. You can push through, feeling the wiring of the building. For a brief moment, you are connected to the building itself. You feel everything. What do you do? What was the last thing I said?
I could feel like
You
the
feel
whole
the
expanse of the building.
You feel everything. What do you do?
Am I able to like kind of like mentally map out where things are then, like going by the
Yes.
power supplies? Okay, so I take note of that. And then her that like knocking at the power and trying to pull attention the furthest away from where we're going to be, like mostly
Mm-hmm.
trying to cause like more of an explosion backfeeding that way.
Okay.
Is there a backup generator or anything like that that would
Yes, and you do feel that too.
would
Okay.
burn out that? Yes, I could.
So, all of you watch as Kimberly puts her hand to the wall, closes her eyes, and focuses. They shoot open, burning with the color orange. As you see the whole facility deactivate. The guards look around. They hear the sounds. They know the power is gone. As they turn around, Concrete immediately pulls out what appears to be a small pistol of some kind and places it to the back of one of their heads.
I will pull my big knife and rush the other one.
Okay. You don't have to fight to actually roll attack from ambush.
Roll attack from ambush.
This is basically
All
just
right.
going to see if you do any extra damage.
Gotcha. Okay. Attack from ambush +2. Okay. 12.
Okay. So, yeah. Concrete pulls the trigger. It's not a bullet. This brief ball of energy shoots through the man's head as he falls over dead. As Manic rushes and stabs the man in the back. All right, here we go. And Concrete pushes forward into the building. Kimberly, that seems to have taken a lot out of you. You feel exhausted.
Did it take anything out of me, or am I?
Ariel, you're fine.
Cool.
She'll kind of like stumble back a little bit just from like
Ariel will catch her so she doesn't like completely fall over.
Okay.
You good?
Okay. Let's just see what we have to do here.
Just started.
You have your fun and I had mine.
Fair. Very fair.
She kind of just
Meant,
dramatic gesture.
meant no disrespect.
And Oscar pulls out one of those guns that Concrete had, and come on, guys, let's go. I'm sure we don't have that much time.
Is there anything useful on these two guards? Do they have like a key card or anything?
These ones don't. Also, key cards would not work with the power out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know, might be useful. Might have. Yeah. No, that makes sense. No. Yeah. 100%. Yep. Probably don't need them.
I think I got the backup generator, but careful.
And do you push deeper into the facility?
Yeah.
Okay. As you push deeper, we're going to shift to a long hallway.
No, but why?
Well, because Nam decided to go out his door.
Perhaps.
As Nam leaves his door in the Nexus, almost immediately, Vortex is there. Oh, everything all right? What's going on?
Just had a. I'm kind of wanted to ask you something, and well, um, I don't. How? So you do you need a full name to find someone's door,
It
or are you able to go based off of a
helps,
partial?
but I could attempt.
Can you try to find a door named Khan?
Con. Just con.
Khan. Khan, yeah.
I'm assuming it's the same universe, so that helps at least. I can
Sure.
try. He goes over to a door and swipes for. Basically, it swipes kind of like, in a way, describe. I don't want to say Tinder, but that's the best description because he's just swiping doors, and it just keeps shifting whose door it is.
Don't say that he's going through Tinder.
I'm not saying he's going through Tinder.
He's Tinderly going through doors. It's different.
He's just flipping through his gallery on his phone.
It's like
pass,
a Rolodex.
Pass.
Eventually, it stops. He stops. There is a door named Khan from Universe 1B. Khan Sinam. But there's a large X on it.
What does that mean?
That means they're dead.
Is there any other reasons why they might be X'd out?
Not usually.
What if they
So-
were, say, imprisoned outside of reality?
Aside of reality, that would definitely lock them out. They'd definitely put an X on it. I don't decide how this is categorized and stuff. It just sort of happens.
Right.
Why do you ask?
Manic told me that I'm not the first one that's been in control. And the person before me was Khan, and they kept him imprisoned in the back.
Yordor says the names. I would say if you weren't the first, I would assume if you're like the rest of them, you're another mind trapped in this body, but minds are not correlated to bodies exactly, so that would make sense as why yours is Nam Sanam. And since he is no longer capable of being in control of his body, that would put an X on his door. Though I don't know why he would be imprisoned.
I didn't feel the nerve to ask. But I guess the big question is that I have a door and Khan has a door. But Manic, Ghoul, these other me's that are in there don't have doors.
Yeah.
Why? How?
Well,
How did I get a door? Is my question.
The only way for doors to not be, if all of the minds inside of yours were once connected to the Nexus, the only way a door wouldn't be is if they were completely severed from it. Which is not. It shouldn't be possible, but I have seen it before. Though I don't know how. You have a door because whatever caused the rest of their minds to be severed didn't happen to you.
Wondering if Manic has. Well, no. Based off of what he said, he had mentioned that he's been witness to what's been going on only as long as I have. So how did that come to pass to begin with?
Only way to find out would be to go through your memories. But they're locked behind that other door. And
Can we go through cons?
As we've seen, I'm not allowed back there.
You're not allowed back there.
I'm not allowed. I'm not. Manic wasn't quite happy with me last time. At least.
No, I understand. I'm wondering. Oh,
There
yeah,
might
sorry,
be
go ahead.
memories left over, but when some people are killed, their mind is effectively empty. But with this, his mind is not in his door. So, there might be residual memories. It wouldn't hurt to check.
That's actually what I'm afraid of, is that it might hurt to check.
Well, I'm here, and as long as I'm here, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Okay. Then yeah. Finding out who Khan was might tell me more.
Alright? Vortex goes over and takes off the key around his neck and unlocks Khan's door. Shall we?
Let's.
And you both enter. We shift back to the real world. You're going through the halls. Concrete is keeping an eye out for any guards that might be found. But you're noticing there is a severe lack. Those two guards out in the courtyard were the only ones you've seen so far.
Where is everyone?
You think there's less security because there's less of us?
I feel like we would have at least seen someone else. Why guard the courtyard if there's nobody else here?
Would I have been able to feel if power seemed like it was being diverted to a specific area?
Yes.
Was that the case?
Yes, it seemed to have been diverted mainly to that room that you were taken to before you escaped. The one with the massive machine.
And then am I able to, like, I don't know if this would be a scan the area thing or not, but am I able to pick up on any like residual or energy, like since the power in the whole facility is out, am I able to like pick up anything that's not out?
You would see that the power down in that room still seems to be on, just not nearly as strong as it was.
There's something going. I don't know how, but there's still power in that room where they had Ariel hooked up to that machine.
The one where her power almost got ripped out?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Maybe they're doing that to other people that were here or left behind.
Maybe.
Destroy the evidence.
It's true.
Do you know where that room is? Concrete says.
Yeah, I can get us there.
We were there
Boy.
once.
I don't like how empty it is. It feels like they might have known we were coming.
You did kind of make a big exit.
Yeah, but we haven't. It's been well over a week and a half, maybe 2. I don't know why they would get rid of this many guards after that. Don't you think they would bump up security?
Unless they're bumping up security in one area only.
There should still be people here, other subjects.
You never saw
Even
the
the
other
chef's
subjects.
gone. Is Chef Mike here?
You don't see Chef Mike.
Dang.
It's not
No
like
more
he's food
soggy
anyway.
French toast sticks.
No shitty French toast or school Italian dunkers. Oh, thank God.
I think we should go to the room with the vials.
I agree.
Before
I
we,
think that's probably
before we go down.
a good idea.
And do you lead them there?
I don't think Ariel's ever been there, has she?
No.
Okay, cool.
You leave.
We've been there several
Push
times.
your way.
We have souvenirs.
We have
I was-
membership
You make your
cards
way
from
into
there.
And when you enter inside, all of the vials are gone.
What about that other room in the back? Before we needed a level, 9 security to get through it?
That's the one where Seth was.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, duh.
And we didn't need the card, thankfully. But
Right. We had workarounds.
Yeah.
it was in a safe space.
It wasn't a safe space. 100%. I agree.
Right, does it seem like the pipes and stuff are damaged in any way, or is it just
No.
that the vials have been removed?
Vials have been removed. There is no more energy flowing through them.
I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign.
I would definitely
It's-
say not a good one.
Means that people weren't hooked up to those machines, at least.
Can that machine do the opposite of what they were doing it as? Like, can they use those vials to put powers back in?
If they're the vials I'm thinking about, then yes. And
Try rid of the vials by throwing them in random people. Maybe.
maybe.
What if it's
It's
not
a
people?
morbid possibility. Also a morbid possibility.
But what hap- do we know what would happen if they mixed? We tried swapping the vials and it wouldn't
If I remember right, bad
work.
things happened if they were mixed.
That's probably why the alarm went off that other time, is because, well, they didn't want them to mix by accident. Say they were siphoned into it and it was wrong or whatever.
I'm worried if they were mixed, it's not by accident.
Like they were waiting for this and then they mixed it or intentionally now that we're here.
What if it's not fed into multiple people, but one person or a few? I think, did we take Ariel's vial, right?
Yes.
And I forget what other color we took. But they are
took teal.
quote unquote safe. Okay.
Yeah, we took teals. Because they were directly next to each other. Well, one was the newest one, and then the other one was the one that closely resembled it in color.
Do you lead on?
Much as it seems like it's a bad idea, our best interest would still be to go where the power is being siphoned, right?
I would think
Or
so.
redirected.
It makes the most sense of where people would be, whether it's a trap or not. At least if we know it's a trap going into it, then better prepared, I guess. What do she's going to look at the more experienced team members who have gone on missions before to get their thoughts.
Oscar's picking his nose.
Oscar's just happy to be there, man.
Yeah, well, they have experience, whereas we're the ones who've been in a facility for years.
Yes.
Did you say Faye and Charlie joined us or no?
They did not.
Charlie would die immediately.
Charlie would sit down and just cry, pretty much.
He would be like, "This was my door. I watched this door.
They took my job. They
need 2 people to replace me in my
job. They need 2 people to nap out in the courtyard."
Yeah, so Ariel's looking to Oscar and Concrete because they are the experience. They've been on missions. What do you think?
That's the only place I can think of to go.
Are we trying to get any more information before we go? Before we know where the trouble's at? Probably.
Could go to try to find their armory.
Was there
thinking more Garrett's office?
Was there cameras in that room that had the machine in it?
Yes.
I know the power's off, but Kimberly, could you remote use them? Like, use power to turn them on and use them just to see through them?
Would that be within my abilities,
Yes.
given the tablet?
Or even if it's not through your tablet, like hack in yourself, like if you can see it through your eyes.
I
Is
don't
how
know if I can
Ariel's
do
thinking.
that.
I don't know. That's what Ariel's asking.
Maybe
She
with some
doesn't know.
Ariel boosting.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm here to make you look cool.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
Did you
he's
get
going to
enough
go
for
get
the
a camera.
class? No, he ordered food. Didn't bring enough for the
What?
class.
Quick
That's
He
what
better not have
scheming,
gotten
plotting.
French toast, otherwise I'm leaving.
No, because his French toast doesn't have cinnamon on it.
It's so gross. Like cinnamon on French toast?
Yes, like you don't just
Yes.
powder it on. It's in the batter. You mix it with the batter, that
Yeah.
the eggs and stuff. It's not like you sprinkle it on top.
What do you just do?
I'll
Like
be honest, sprinkling
bare
on top
eggs
makes
on
the
your
most
toast?
sense.
Ew, no, it's too powdery to do that.
No,
Absolutely not.
that's like
Unless you put
cinnamon
whipped cream.
challenge. No.
What are you saying about me?
Y'all, I'm gonna make you cinnamon French toast.
Oh,
You're talking about
I
The
hate
food
cinnamon
tangent-
to
The
begin
food
with.
tangent. The food tangent was not my fault this time. It's your fault because you ordered food, probably.
Did you go get food? Is that what it was
I was turning the porch light on.
for the food?
Yes, for the food.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, where
So-
Suddenly, Ariel just died. It's weird.
Weird. My characters do that a lot in Patrick's game, apparently. They
Yeah,
just
it's
die
kinda
randomly.
Just explode.
So I think Kimberly was gonna try to do see-through dead camera or powered off cameras.
Yes.
Did she want Ariel's boosty power?
Yes. Whatever. She's gonna try and reach out to whatever cameras are in that room.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it would be a separate role or not, but if not, if she can't get a grasp on any cameras, just like sensors of some kind, if they're available in the room.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a good roll, but with my boosts, it's an okay roll. I rolled a 4, but I get a plus 2 from spirit and a plus 1 from my know the signs. So
Ooh.
it's a 7 total.
Very nice.
Okay. Kimberly, make your roll. Or no, you used all your tokens. Make your roll.
Yes. Roll plus spirit, 5 plus 2. 6. No, 7. It's fine, I can map.
Okay, your eyes, for the rest of you, her eyes glow orange as for a brief moment you are seeing through the eyes of one of the cameras. But it's only a brief moment. As you see into this large room, you see Garrett sitting in the middle of this machine. It's not on at that moment. He's holding something in one of his hands. His other one is still in a sling. And there are 3 GOD operatives there. In those massive high-tech suits.
Alright, she'll relay that information.
What does
What
he
was
have in
all
his
in there?
hand?
Something high tech.
Garrett's holding something inside the machine that's powered off.
There's 3 GOD agents in their high-powered suits.
Mhm.
One was lucky. at best.
That's not a good sign.
There's only 3 of them.
Which part about it's not good, specifically?
In my opinion, the GOD. They cause a lot of problems.
They were here
So
to
do
start
we.
with. It's true. We do cause a lot of problems.
Were there any regular soldiers that I noticed?
No,
Or just the 3?
that was it.
And I wasn't able to tell what Garrett was holding.
No.
On the upside, Garrett only has 1 arm.
Well, he's not really a fighter, so I wasn't worried about him.
He got his other arm, then press buttons too easy.
That's fair, I guess.
I can break his other wrist if you want me to.
We'll take all the help we can get.
Okay, well, first we gotta go back to the cafeteria so I can get a tray.
That doesn't seem worth it to me.
Okay. Well, that's how I broke
It's
the first
real
one, so-
close. It's real close, though.
Maybe they left some French toast.
Kimberly's just going to pull out a big knife. Will this work?
That's Kimberly. No, I have a knife too, and she pulls up her little energy knife. But these are for slashing and stabbing, not for breaking of bones.
Yeah.
Unless you're
Flat side.
okay. Well, I do have some brass knuckles. I guess I could just punch his wrist.
That'll work.
Okay.
We're killing Garrett.
We're not killing Garrett.
If he pulls a gun out and tries to shoot me, I'm going to fire back.
Okay.
Killing
Well, if
You guys
Isn't-
talk amongst yourselves. I'm getting my food.
Whether that
Prediction
kills him or
time.
not is neither here nor there. But if he does shoot at us,
okay, that's fair. That's self-defense. But just going in and immediately blasting the one person who's probably, arguably, not the most dangerous person in the room at this point in time.
I will not be targeting him if I were to go into that room. I will say that.
I was going to ask Concrete a question, but he's not here.
Concrete's pretty dumb, so.
I guess Concrete can make us stealth in there, though. Right? He makes us invisible, is what I picked up.
Or just
I picked up too.
interacts with, like, the neurons or whatever to prevent people from, like, registering.
Yeah. And Oscar can make people feel the way he wants them to feel.
Because they didn't know there was a whole helicopter landing in the courtyard.
Were we in the courtyard?
I thought we landed in the courtyard, didn't
We
we?
I
had
don't
to
know.
have been in the courtyard.
I guess. For some reason, I thought we landed outside and then walked into the courtyard, but I wasn't paying that much attention. So,
Just for confirmation, Concrete made them not notice the whole helicopter in the courtyard.
Just for some explanation. And this is out of game knowledge for you. Or in world, but the characters who don't know. Concrete is able to create very realistic illusions.
which is what we kind of were guessing. Sort of.
So, he was making them, quite literally, not notice the helicopter. Make the helicopter invisible. He's not affecting their minds, he's infecting the whole world's perception, in a way.
So if we use him, if we use Concrete, and we can use Oscar to make everyone feel calm, and then, although the GOD agents have issues with that, don't they?
They're never calm.
No. I was thinking, because back to when we originally were in that room, and Oscar tried to do something to the GOD agent, like their suit prevented it, it seemed like. right?
That is correct.
So, are we going to go in guns a-blazing, or are we going to try to insert somewhat sneakily? She again is looking at Concrete and Oscar, since they're the ones with real world, like,
Try our best to sneak in, but GOD has power dampeners on them.
I feel like that's something that should have been planned around before going.
We did plan. Unfortunately, we were not aware there were 3 of them.
Okay, well, there was one here last time. Obviously, they might bring more.
Did you bring any kind
Also-
of explosives or anything?
Yes.
Just
Oh.
chuck a bunch of that in.
Okay, so, question. How much about these suits do you know?
Not as
About.
much as we would like.
Do you know where is the unit that suppresses powers?
No.
How does it suppress powers? Like, is it like a field around them, or is it just like, is it affected them only?
It's just them. Powers do not affect them.
Do the powers affect the suits?
No.
But
But it
could
doesn't
Kimberly
extend
use her
beyond
power?
that.
But could Kimberly use her power to get into the suits?
No.
I don't
Why
think
not?
so. I think I tried last time.
I think you did.
I don't remember.
I have no idea. I was trying to figure out how to shotgun him with discreetly.
Mm-hmm.
I was not paying attention, like, at all.
That's fine. You were not part of those plans. Ariel was just trying to figure out if we can somehow disengage the part that makes that power dampener work.
Power dampener, override, power amplifier. Cancel out.
Ooh. But if it doesn't work on the suits, if powers don't work on the suits, then it would do nothing.
Explosions and shrapnel seem to work on the suits.
And shotguns.
If they have explosives, pluck them in. Or I can make some kind of equipment nearby them explode. Maybe.
That might work.
Shutting down the facility is a lot. I'd rather conserve my energy for the machine.
Don't worry.
But I can.
I have explosives that might work.
Is that Oscar talking or Concrete?
Concrete.
I would not trust Oscar with explosives.
I would.
You leave my papa
I
alone.
wouldn't trust Oscar to do any planning.
All right, well... We always have the contingency of going in guns blazing if things don't work out. That's what I'm obviously going to opt for, but it's still a foolish decision, and I can understand that. So, what we decide to do... Go ahead.
What are the limit of the stakes we're willing to give up? With 3 GOD suits. I'm all for tearing this place down, but
Gotta live to do so.
If all goes well, all of us will walk out of this, but I hope you know that there's strong possibility that doesn't happen.
You gotta lead us with some optimism here.
Yeah, I think that's bad leadership right there.
We're about to go into a room full of people that are trying to kill us.
Or worse.
We need to be optimistic here.
I'm optimistic that most of us will survive.
I think Ariel should be behind the rest of us.
Why am I behind everybody?
Because you can't attack people.
I have weapons.
You're also your powers amplifying everything else.
But if
They
your
get their
powers
hands
aren't...
on you.
That makes more sense.
So... But if
They're
my
probably
powers don't work on their suits, then I don't know
Well,
if
you've
they're
already-
going to I don't think they're going to try to capture us at this point.
They
Or
may
you've
try
already
to
been in
capture
that-
you.
They've already
Why?
been. You've already been in that machine once. You really want to end up in there again, or do you want a chance to run?
I'm not going in dead last.
And put Oscar last. As he's eating a sandwich.
I'm not going last.
If anything, the last person in the room is the safest. I don't understand where the concern is here.
Why can't Kimberly- Why can't we put Kimberly in the back so she can manipulate like the machine or something behind the rest of us in safety?
I'll stay back with you.
I don't know why you all think that they're going to go after me first.
They're going to go after you first, but at the same time, I think that the order of operations is me first, followed probably close by Concrete, and then the last three. It's not that you're in the pack or that they're going to be going after you. It's just order of operations here.
No, you were saying that they were going to go, they want to capture me more. That is what you said.
Yes.
The only reason I was in that machine first was because I was more rebellious and broke Garrett's hand. And also volunteered to go in first.
We're losing Elma surprise standing here arguing about.
They hear us on the outside, outside the room. No, you go first. No, I'm going first. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't want to be last.
Somebody's over my door is like, I was about to say the same thing.
I don't know what kind of redundancies I have with the power. Obviously, I missed something already.
Probably has its own power supply because it wasn't really connected to the rest of the base as far as we could tell. How about we just go in as a group? We just all enter the door all at once.
Fine. But Garrett's on the far right. Or not Garrett. Oscar's on the far right. And I'm on the far
Why?
left.
Okay.
I just don't like standing
Why?
next to him.
I'll stand between
What
you
do
two.
you
Oh my
do, man?
gosh. I'll stand next to Oscar.
Sure.
All right. Well, okay. Last thing. Since I'm not going to be very good against the GOD agents, I will go after Garrett. Because I think the rest of you would probably be better against the GOD agents than I would.
And just be careful because Garrett did draw a gun in my vision.
Okay.
And he did fire. Granted, it
At
was
you.
at me.
Yeah,
At you,
it's
at
you.
me.
There's a difference.
Things can very easily change, but it's just something to pay attention to.
Noted.
So we're all just gonna walk straight in.
Yes. We'll do the hero. We'll do the hero walk, like we all walk like badasses into the
Did they-
room.
When you got a vision, when you looked through the camera at them, did they have guns pointing at the door or anything? Like,
Did they look
How
like
are they
were
stationed?
ready?
They were stationed around Garrett.
Okay. So
Pointing
like,
at him or away
not
from him?
even looking at the door.
Away from him.
oh, so at the door. So as we walk in, there's presumably like two closest to the door and one kind of further from the door ish.
And
Okay,
at least
like triangle.
2 people will be pointing guns at the door.
Okay.
Oh, that's a problem. But, that's fine.
Was I able to see any kind of like shelter, or was it pretty open?
It seemed pretty open.
All right, so are we ready to go in?
Concrete.
Okay.
Before we do, since they do have guns trained at the door, would you be able to make it look like somebody is walking into the room when they're not actually?
I could, but there's a chance that the GOD will be able to see through it. I don't know. We've never fully tested it because I'm usually not the one out here doing this stuff, but they felt that it was right for me to be here today.
Why did
So-
we
Are you
not
using your
have
powers
someone
on-
else to come with us? Why could we not have one more that it does usually do this stuff?
Because Cloud is stretched very thin. And you get me today.
We have your word you won't use your abilities against us?
Why the fuck would I do that?
So we have low trust issue. We have a lot of trust issues.
And there's also
I have
not a lot
I
of
have a
people
lot of
around.
trust issues.
We're also not seeing a lot of people around.
Is there a check that we can do to see if somebody is using a power on us?
No.
Can I talk to Grandpa Chaos and see?
No.
If my mind is being affected. God damn it.
I
Just slow
discern-
zoom in.
Can I
Yeah.
discern intentions with concrete?
Sure.
Five.
You have no idea.
Come with authority is coming out a little bit.
All right. Before we go in, because I feel like we're getting ready just to go bang down the door. Ariel's going to awkwardly grab onto Oscar's hand and give it a little squeeze for like reassurance, I guess. She's not sure.
He'll do the
felt-
he'll squeeze back.
And then she will arm herself with brass knuckles on her main dominant hand while also holding her energy knife.
Can I roll for a discern intentions on Oscar?
Sure.
Oh no.
You know nothing.
Well, that's 2 1s. Yeah.
What was you
No
trying to
thanks.
discern anyway?
I was trying to discern. Let me look at the questions. Basically, what I was trying to discern is what his intentions are here, like where his alliances are.
He
Ariel.
is here for Ariel.
I'll take it. I'll take that. You tell me that. Sure.
He rolled like shit. You shouldn't have told him anything.
The correct answer is it's this kind of basically that is face value why he is here.
Right. If he were lying, then I would be able to discern it, basically.
Then you would have no idea whether he's
Right.
lying.
Those little punk ass bitches. Anyways.
So, you make your way down.
Sure do.
Concrete focuses the best he can, and to make it seem as if someone is entering the room. You can see basically someone manifest right outside the door. Just this basic person. You know they're not real, but everything about them says they're real. And they enter the room. Immediately, bullets fly. And then concrete makes it seem as if this person is shot, falls back. And you hear the sounds as one of the GOD members walks out of the room. Roll attack from ambush. Anyone who would like to.
That may have been a panic, but like I saw, my eyes were like, "Oh shit, God!" I didn't know if people were gonna try to talk to him or anything. Just shooting.
No, I feel like we're just shooting GOD on site at this point. Like they are not going to talk to us. Do I want to attack or am I?
Everyone's welcome to attack.
Yeah, I'm just trying to debate what Ariel would she. Yeah, he's close enough that she can stick a knife in him.
What is this? Oh, attack from ambush. Okay, so I got a shooting number.
Got an 11.
I got a 6, but I'm definitely gonna spend a token to at least make that a 7.
Okay.
Unless, does this count as going towards my premonition?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a token and make it at least a 7.
And you're like,
I
tried.
I got an 11 for mine.
Okay.
And I was go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish yours.
I was just gonna say what her attack does.
How much damage is that? An extra +2.
Oh well.
Because
quick question, real quick.
Yes.
So I have tools matter, which gives me a +1 with my signature weapon.
Correct.
But it only says to take up arms. Does that also include attack from ambush or no?
Yes.
I know those are
technical. Original move was made before attack from ambush was.
Okay. So I actually would have gotten a 12.
Okay. Nothing changes, but
it's that much more impressive.
That means I get a token though.
You get a token at 10 plus.
Is it 10 plus? I thought it was 12
Yeah.
plus.
Nope.
No.
Well, then I should have like a lot more tokens.
She's over here lying to me. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
I was like, yeah, no.
I think I have
12?
five.
You
Five.
got like a 13. You got like a
For
15%
Okay.
chance that
for
happens.
12 pluses,
So
whenever you do a certain level up, you can choose to advance moves, and that means
That's
when
what
you
I
get
was
12
thinking.
plus, it will do extra fancy things.
Right.
that's what I was thinking. Okay, so her energy knife does 2 harm. It's hand and powered.
So it would ignore
Uh.
the armor,
Hell yeah.
or at least
70.
actually, I believe it needs to have ignore armor and powered. Powered just means it ignores normal armor.
None of my stuff ignores armor though.
Is
Is that actually is that actually a tag?
Yes.
Well, I'm just wondering if you put that on anything,
Yes.
on any weapons. Okay.
And also, if you have you can, brain.
Mm-hmm.
You can add ignore armor to things if you were in.
Okay. Okay. I was just making sure that was not a planned thing and that was actually had been implemented. That's all I was not.
Yes.
Okay, so
we're adding 2 harm additionally to the
to the base
ambush.
No. It's
What?
to whatever damage your weapon does.
no, only if it ignores armor. What?
What are we doing for damage?
I did
got
2
confused
harm.
by a statement.
Yes, I did 2 harm with my knife. It's powered in hand.
+2 from attack from ambush.
Oh.
Attack from ambush.
So that's 4
adds
total.
damage.
Okay. I did not know that because it's not on my sheet, but that's fine. So I did 4 total.
Shotgun does 5 with the +2.
Okay.
I rolled a 10. Throwing knife at the face.
Okay, so if I know correctly, this
Guy's
man's
dead.
dead.
I think 6 did the damage from last time, and he was blown, and his chest piece was blown off.
Yeah, and
We're
this was
just-
like
No.
just ignore at the moment ignoring armor, and then I'll add it in a minute second. 5, 9, and how much does your knife do, Kimberly?
Knife is 1.
So
3.
with attack from ambush, 3. So a total of 12 damage.
Is that including that I rolled 10 plus?
Yeah, we don't change anything for that.
Okay.
With armor, that would instantly kill a player character.
Nice. Well, I mean, that's what I would assume when you take
So
a shotgun
effectively,
shell,
this man
a
walks
knife,
out
and a power
and
knife.
immediately explodes.
We're just asserting dominance here.
Bring the
Like,
next
yeah.
one. Bring the next one. Make it look like the guy's totally fine, standing there, and he's like, "There's nobody here. I could use some help."
And,
Bring the next guy.
Unfortunately, Concrete's like, yeah, I'm not
Shit!
sure I can stop them from seeing that.
Because
I guess it is messy.
I see Manic just instinctively like do the shotgun, and Ariel's coming in with a knife, and another knife hits him in the head from Kimberly.
So it's like,
Must have been the wind.
must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Oh god.
So, yeah. I wasn't expecting that.
Really?
No, I didn't expect it to work that much.
We're good.
All right, now that's a warning. So here's the deal. You're going to leave your weapons. You're going to slide them through the door. Otherwise, everybody in this room is going to die.
You hear one of the GOD agents walk over, and you see he looks through the door, or because you at least a couple of you.
I was gonna say this is a
Yes.
poor decision. If he peeks through this door, I'm firing immediately. I don't give a fuck who's on the
You
other side of
see
this
him,
door.
you hear him set his weapon down, and you see the gun push through forward. And immediately following that is the grenade. I need all of you to roll dodge.
Oh fuck.
Can I do something
You
stupid?
said push your weapons through.
You know what? Fair. Can I do something stupid?
I mean, you're always welcome to do something stupid.
Can I use Jinx to make the grenade a dud?
You can attempt to.
Okay, so I need to make a spirit check.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's not great. But it's okay. It's actually not bad because of a few things. So I have +2 for spirit, so in total I got a 7. But I also have make the most of it. So all moves that have a hold have an additional hold, both positive or negative, and must be used like it's normal. Basically, when I would have only gotten a hold 1, I now have hold 2.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would like to make it so that way. Where the hell are my powers? God damn it. There it is. So interfere with what an enemy or by
Mm-hmm.
a pin out.
So you interfere with the grenade. As it nothing. Immediately following that is another grenade.
Fuck. All right, fair enough.
I was gonna say, you assume they had one?
Well, there's another guy there too, so he threw his grenade.
Right, yeah. I mean, you can only hold one grenade. Everybody knows that.
Obviously.
Those are the rules.
Yeah.
All right, fine, but at least I can use this other hold to help myself escape. What do I need to roll?
Dodge.
Dodge.
Fuck.
I got an 11.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. 8. 9 minus 1.
What's the maximum of tokens we can have?
6.
Okay. Well, I'm at max tokens.
That's good. You can use 3 to turn anything into a 12, right?
Yeah.
I rolled a 10.
And what did Manic get?
8.
Okay. On a 7 to 9, you take 1 less harm. On a 10 plus, choose an extra effect. 1, take 2 less harm. You 2, you get the advantage. You get +1 forward. Or 3, the enemies where you want them.
With my roll of 10, can he have peeked out a little bit too far?
Yes.
Yeah, could he have run after his gun and then be like, oh, fuck?
Okay.
The hand is actually
Let's-
pointed out for where he drops
Real
it.
quick question before we decide, how much harm are we taking? So would we take
3.
if we did not dodge? Okay.
How does armor and stuff affect that?
You take 1 less.
Okay, so we all have armor on?
Yeah.
So we
I
all
do.
take 2
So we would be taking
If we
2,
Well,
unless...
Kimberly and Ariel, you still take -1 because it's an extra effect.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you both take 1 harm. And,
And then
And
I would
you're
take 1
doing-
as well.
1 harm as well.
And Courtney, Kimberly's putting the enemy where you want them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I will I'll give myself a +1 forward.
Okay, that's +1.
Since
to
you're
your
already
next
doing that.
roll.
Can I have the person who threw it take 1 harm due to some of the shrapnel hitting him with the other hold on my jinx?
Yeah, sure. As he peeks out a little
Dummy.
bit, some of the shrapnel gets him in the face.
Fuck yeah.
As the grenade explodes, all of you manage to get out of the way just enough where it doesn't hurt that much. And Oscar and Concrete managed to do the same.
Are these pin grenades, or are they like futuristic electronic press a button grenades?
Futuristic electronic.
Shouldn't have given him an option.
Man, no, that's fine. There's a certain grenade that's hanging out that decided not to do anything.
Stop stealing my
Electronic grenades.
thunder with my
Electronic
plan.
grenades, you say?
Did you say
Courtney,
the word-
I know you.
Oh,
I may have only met you like what, maybe a year and a half to a year ago, 2 years ago. I know
like a
you.
year.
It's been like a year.
My chaos bleeds into my characters. It's fine.
I saw your face when you asked that question. I was like, oh,
Electronic.
electronic, you say? Oh, that's awesome.
Once we get to that point, once we cycle through the current actions, I would like to do something about that grenade.
well, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go boom.
Roll your power. Or use tokens if you have them.
I'm telling, signaling to get down.
Oh, I'm getting down.
Okay.
So that's 8 on the die plus 2, so another 10.
It definitely explodes.
And he's still out.
Yes.
Okay.
As it pushes him back into the room. As 2 more grenades get thrown in.
God damn it.
There was another GOD guy.
I don't give a fuck how many GOD guys there are.
Courtney,
I suppose he
Kimberly,
went to
make
the
them
explosion.
duds.
Kimberly.
Yeah.
Would you like to make at least one of them a dud? Because you cannot make both.
I mean, we were taking cover anyways, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
These grenades were not just thrown directly where the other one was.
are they
Well,
close
if we're in
together
a
though?
doorway.
How close together are those
It was
grenades?
like one after another, so they're not directly next to each other.
The first one in line, can I make that explode?
Oh, premature explosion?
Yeah.
Sure. Roll.
Theoretically, either making the other one explode or knocking it back.
Oh. I like that idea.
3 tokens, please.
Send it back.
Okay.
Hot potato.
The other one shoots out, gets pushed back, and you hear the explosion inside the chamber.
Yes.
And there's no more GOD agents coming out.
Do you wish to continue this? We have your gun.
Oh yeah, can we ooh. Hey Kimberly, you want to look over the suit and figure out where the power dampener is?
Oh yeah, we've got a dead guy over here.
Am I able to check the suit?
Yeah, sure.
What would that be considered?
Just roll a cognition.
Can I do a scan the area while she's doing that, peek out of the door?
Total of
Do you want
8.
scan the area, or do you want read a bad situation or a stressful situation?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I get bonus points if I do scan the area, but let me look at the questions real quick.
Well, seeing as scan the area is would not actually help you in this scenario.
I could see what was hidden there, or, where did they go?
Yeah, back
Those
in the
are
day.
good questions.
They're
Or
in the
what are
room.
What are they gonna do? I'll do.
Could be useful.
Uh,
You know?
okay, I will read a stressful situation, and while I roll, you can do that.
What'd you get on cognition?
8 total.
Yeah, you can figure out where it is. It's a spot on the back.
All right, sure. Write it out. It's hidden on the back a bit, not on the arms, which where I thought it would be.
Makes sense. It keeps it protected from people rushing you.
True.
I got an 11 for read a stressful situation.
All right. And what questions would you like to ask?
Would it be obvious what the worst threat would be? Like, I'm not asking that, but like, Ariel, like, is it obvious the GOD agents are the worst threat?
No.
Okay. Well, first question I will ask is, what's the best way in?
You would think it's through the door.
But it's not.
And you would be right.
A door, you say?
Ah!
No.
So what is the best way in?
The door.
There's only one way.
The other door.
The only way in is through the door. But the biggest threat.
I didn't ask what the worst threat was. That
I
wasn't my
thought you
official question.
did.
No, I said I was not asking. I was just saying, because I don't want to ask a question that she already knows the answer to. That's why I was asking, would she know?
You said, is it obvious? Is it obvious? I said, no, it's not obvious.
All right, what is the worst threat? Now I will officially ask it.
Probably whatever Garrett is holding.
God damn it. Okay. So the door is the best way in.
And it's the only way in.
Well, you did some shenaniganery and it confuses me.
The only shenanigery stuff going on is in your head.
That's fair.
Let's see here.
Come on out. They won't fire. That's
Is that
Garrett's
Garrett?
voice. I swear.
I don't exactly think that you're in the position for bargaining.
Ariel goes out.
Ariel.
And Manic's like, I had a thing going and you ruined it.
No, that's fine. No, I was expecting her to get shot.
did
When
not
she
get-
doesn't, then fine. I will come out as well with
you
a shotgun.
see the two
behind
agents
Ariel.
are on the farthest end of the room, and Garrett is sitting in the middle of the machine.
There's grenade
And-
explosions everywhere in here.
Can we see what he's holding better now?
Yes. He's holding a stuffed bear.
I don't know why that's the most dangerous thing, but
Did you say there's more GODs than the
No.
3?
No.
Okay.
Just the two
There's
surviving
two.
What
ones
was-
are just on the further
what
end
was
of the
his-
room.
what was his daughter's name?
Maya.
Dr. Garrett, I know where Maya is. I found her.
Maya's dead.
She's not dead.
You killed her.
I did not. She's still alive. They don't have her.
I don't believe you.
Why would I lie to you about that?
To get me to trust you?
And they would lie to you for the same exact thing, so that you do exactly what they want you to do.
I don't know who to trust. As outside the room, Oscar will also walk in. His hands up.
Was that
And,
hers?
Oh.
Sorry.
Conqueror will be like, Oscar, no. He had the upper hand.
Yeah, well. You're talking with unexperienced people.
Hey, even Manic understood that.
Yeah, Manic's a fucking sociopath, so I mean,
Exactly.
I wouldn't exactly claim that he's a great fucking model here.
I just said he understood.
Alright, valid.
Sorry.
Was that hers?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Garrett, I promise you, I swear to you, she is not dead. And I'm not just saying that to get you on our side or whatever.
Garrett stands up. Still standing in the center of the machine. Where is she?
I'm not going to tell you with them around, because then that would put her in
He
danger.
looks at the GOD agents. Get out. Now.
Leave your guns
Which way are they going
on
out?
the floor.
Through the door where concrete is.
The GOD agents do not move. One of them says, "We don't answer to you."
Concrete. Bring the rest of them in.
Concrete leans over to Manic. The rest of who in?
Man, you really wonder why
They don't put you in the field.
you just said it to Oscar about you had the upper hand, the element of surprise, and now we look stupid. You look stupid.
So Garrett is standing in the machine, right?
Yes.
Ariel is going to sheath her knife. She still has the brass knuckles on, but she's not like approaching, looking like she's going to punch him. And takes a couple of steps towards him.
He pulls out a handgun and points it at her.
She'll stop.
Don't you come any closer.
Is this really what you want to do?
No, I don't want to do anything right now.
Okay, then don't.
I just need I need to see my daughter.
If you come with us, I promise you will see her again.
And what? Get tortured by Cloud until they get everything they want out of me?
I'm not going to let him do that.
I don't think you have a say.
Garrett, you know me. I'll have a say one way or another.
She convinced me not to kill you immediately, if that's any consolation. Like, we wouldn't be having this conversation if she didn't have her say.
Besides, why would they want to torture somebody who could help them?
Because because that's what terrorists do.
Oh, now you're sounding like God. Don't sound like God.
As just an aside, can I kind of be poking at this suit, seeing if I can in any way affect it?
Sure. I just need. I don't know what I need. I don't know what I want. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm tired of being a part of this damned government.
That sounds like terrorist talk to me. She will hold out her hand that does not have the brass knuckles on it to him, like kind of like a, I don't know, hold my hand or come with me or kind of gesture, and take just one like half step towards him. Is he still pointing the gun, or is he kind of more
Just kind of
loosey goosey?
waving it around.
Okay. Great.
What are the God people doing right now with Ariel getting closer?
They have slowly had their rifles still pointed at her.
I'm just gonna make my shotgun more known or prominent, pointing towards one who's pointing
The
at
one-
Ariel.
The one that has shrapnel like
Yeah,
embedded in him.
and I'll be definitely like fully showing the shrapnel in me that I do not care about.
Do I
Garrett.
like? Sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Does it seem like I can impact this suit at all now that I know where the dampener is?
Possibly. You don't know for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
In shock and
Last-
awe at our
At her
At our
abilities.
amazingness.
Did you not hear anything I just said?
Not even remotely.
I heard possibly
That's
you're
pretty
not
much
sure.
what I said.
Okay.
You don't know for sure.
I don't know if I want to be not sure right now.
Are you slowly getting closer to Garrett?
No, I'm not going in the room. I'm trying to remain sheltered as much as possible, but I'll glance over at the DoD soldiers. Kind of just watch them from around the corner best I can.
Mm-hmm.
Ariel takes another, she's not like full on walking towards him, she's just taking like a half step at a time, watching. She's not paying attention to the GOD agents at all. She's focused on him and what he's waving around. Garrett, I don't know how families are supposed to work or how any of that is. But from what I've heard it described and everything, I can only imagine how hard it is for you not to know where she's at. But I told you when I left the first time I would find her, and I did find her. I know where she's at. I know that she's safe.
Why can't you just tell me where she is?
Because if I told you here in front of them, then they would know and they would go after her, and then she would no longer be safe.
How do you know she's safe now? Because the Cloud told you she is?
Because she's with Cloud. They
How is that
rescued
any
her.
safer?
Because they're not holding her over your head like the UEG and GOD are doing. They're not holding
Yet.
her as collateral.
You think they won't as soon as they capture me?
We didn't have to do this. We didn't have to come back. Cloud gave us an option to leave. We weren't held prisoners. That gives me a little bit more faith than what the UEG has done to me.
I want to leave, Ariel. I don't want to be here anymore.
She will, with her hand still extended, she will take as many steps as he allows her, or the GOD allows her, to try to take his hand. Like, not like try to like grab at it, but allow him to take her hand.
Question before things would start unfolding.
Mm-hmm.
Does Concrete have his explosives on his belt?
Yes.
Okay. And I kind of just like grab one and have it ready.
Yes.
Excuse me.
You're gonna borrow this, thanks.
It's okay. He knows what you have it for.
It's like,
oh, he knows what explosives are for? Thanks.
I have armory. He's just my walking armory. It's fine.
The fuck is... He knows what you're gonna use it for. No shit.
So, Ariel, you get closer. As close as you can.
The moment I see either of these GOD agents start do something, my intention is to jinx their weapons to make them misfire.
As you do see, the one with a gun is getting ready to fire it.
I'm doing jinx to make attempt to make the weapon misfire.
Okay.
Or wait, they have power dampeners, don't they?
They do.
Unfortunately, you already rolled.
I have it in my hands.
Well, does Manic realize that?
Well, I mean, the real
Manic
question
would-
is the one that he's pointing at the one with the gun, or is it the other one?
Because you were pointing at the one with shrapnel, which does not have a gun, I believe.
Correct.
How close to each other?
Then
Like,
yeah,
where's
I'd be
everybody oriented
trying
right
to
now?
stop
Close
the other
together.
one. I realize now, but yeah, especially if the one that I'm pointing at doesn't have a gun, I don't have the intention to shoot him. I have the intention of stopping the other one. So I would be attempting to jinx him, but yeah.
As just as like
So
a
basically-
Hail Mary.
Don't
Yeah.
even roll.
Yeah.
Save your good rolls.
Well, can I still roll anyways?
Sure, you can roll to see how many holds you get. But one of
I-
them will be
no.
used.
Well,
The one with the gun. Where is he in relation to everybody else?
He's near like the back left corner, which is close-ish to Garrett. But from where you're standing, it's basically in line of sight. You would have to throw through Garrett.
Is he? So he's like behind Garrett in relation.
In relation to
The door and everyone. Okay.
correct.
Does the range seem to be on the power dampeners?
The power dampeners is just on them.
Oh, okay. So we can still use them in the same room.
Yes.
We just can't affect the GOD agents or their weapons, presumably.
Correct.
So I rolled a 6, and I'm gonna spend a token to make sure that you don't get holds over me.
Okay.
I don't care if it doesn't do anything, but I don't want
So
you to
one of the
have 2
holds
holds
does
over
nothing.
me.
As
Okay.
the
What does the
GOD
other
agent
hold do?
fires at Ariel. Ariel, you were too distracted to dodge. I would say.
Yeah.
Kimberly,
She
you
wasn't
may
paying attention to him
attempt
anyway.
to throw the grenade over Garrett in the machine.
And me.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
I
Don't throw it because it's gonna hit me.
well, if it was obstructed, she wouldn't have thrown it anyway. She would have aimed for the other one, specifically behind him, in an attempt to knock out the power.
Yes, there's 2. You can have that Dr. Pepper.
Which
Ooh,
was
Dr. Pepper?
We get Dr. Pepper?
Apologies.
We're gonna need a doctor here in a second, so.
Oh, we're getting a
What?
Dr. Pepper. Thank you.
No.
What lab does Dr. Pepper
No,
run?
this is what you said. Yeah.
I would
Just mute myself.
if the view, the one with the gun was obstructed,
Mhm.
my intention would have been on the one without the weapon.
Okay.
Would have, and I would like to throw the grenade behind him,
All right.
just behind him. What would that?
That's
Would that be?
just
Take up arms.
yeah, roll take up arms. I'll say that. As the GOD agent fires at Ariel. Ariel. Oscar pushes you out of the way.
Fuck you, Oscar. No.
Are you stopping him?
Yes.
How?
Can I? I don't know. Just not let myself be shoved? I stand solid. Could I? Okay, hold on.
Either you get shot or Oscar does.
Can
Does it
I
look like that
roll?
either of them will die from the shot?
You don't
Maybe.
know.
Okay, can I roll a swift check
Okay.
to see if once she feels him trying to shove her, if she just kind of brings them both down, if she can like swiftly just knock both of them to the ground?
So basically roll dodge in a way, but just roll swift.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Which I don't think I get anything from dodge anyway. But yeah, just like a swift check.
Okay. I will say just roll dodge for that.
Okay, that is a 10.
Okay. You do get an extra effect of an extra -2, or
Do I?
forward. Yeah.
I'm not doing a dodge though. I'm just doing a swift check.
Well, because you were dodging the bullet.
Okay. Let me
Bullets.
look at the options.
Regardless of what
I-
happens, you do stop Oscar from getting hit.
Good. Dumbass.
Yeah, you kind of use the jinx
Dumbass, he's your
to
father
make
figure.
to make Ariel
I know.
fall over.
Ariel doesn't know what father figures do. Would I still be taking damage then?
Yes.
And I use my jinx to have Ariel fall over.
Well, we're both falling over. We're both
fall over faster.
No.
That's
waving
not
to
actually
Sam.
there.
Sam ignored me.
Wave.
Hi. Okay. Do I know? Okay. In the game system, do I know how much harm I'm getting before I can choose the dodge?
No.
Like bonus. Okay.
I simply inform you how much harm you take.
Yeah, okay.
This will not kill you instantly.
Well, that's good.
Instantly.
Well, I have taken a harm already, so it might.
You would have to do 7. Which there's not a
That would be
single
a-
weapon in this game that does 7 harm.
Thank God.
Technically speaking,
Actually-
with a lot of shenanigans,
actually-
I can get to 7.
Shut.
I'd have to do 9 because I have armor and I automatically get a -1 because I rolled a
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
a 10.
you would have to do 9. So even less likely.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. It's damn near
So
impossible.
I'm already negating 2 of it. I am going to have the enemy where I want them.
Okay.
And I want them to have pretty much expose themselves so that one of my teammates can do something bad to them.
Okay. So he moves. He has to move out of the way to a certain point, where Kimberly has a direct line of sight to him, and then fires. So you do take only 1 harm.
Is that
That's
before or
including-
after
That's including all of your the minuses.
the -2? Okay.
Yep. And Kimberly, the one that fired, is in direct line of sight now.
Can I keep the roll I already did?
Yes.
Can I make a counter argument for stand your ground?
Or attack from ambush.
Well, you had said take up arms.
Yes.
Is it attack from ambush or? So my attacking. I'm confused.
Because the one that fired at Ariel cannot immediately fire back at you, it cannot fight back. Therefore, attack from ambush would be better.
So. Better if I had rolled more than a 6 on the die. But stand your ground. I can roll with.
I will not let you make an attack roll with a move that is not for attacking.
Okay. Then I only rolled a 6.
Do you have any token?
No. I use them to explode things.
Man,
I still have
would you
one
like
jinx,
to
right?
Use your 1 jinx to give her a
Yeah,
+1?
give you +1 forward.
Okay.
Yeah, it just so happens. So, like, this is attack from ambush when you're throwing the grenade, right?
Yeah.
As you roll it, it just so happens to hit a piece of shrapnel and roll perfectly into the proper place. And
So
that just it just gets in the it basically gives you +1 to your roll.
her aim is to damage the unit on his back.
Okay. And therefore, you throw it just in the right spot where it explodes right when it hits the back, right in behind him, clearly destroying the power dampener. As Ariel and
I tried
Ilka drop,
Is he still standing?
no, he was knocked forward and fell on his face.
Is he still armed?
Yes.
Can I take control of suit?
Yes, you can. And Garrett also dropped because he didn't realize they were about to shoot. They were gonna shoot. And Oscar's like, "You almost got shot."
Me?
Yes.
Well, yeah. You did too, you dummy.
My job is to help you survive and protect you. I don't want you to die.
Okay, well, I don't want you to die either, so don't do it in a way that you die.
Ugh. You're frustrating sometimes, you know that?
Yeah, well, I'm doing teenager stuff because I didn't get a rebellious teenage.
You've always been in
years.
your rebellious teenage years. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's called for.
How dare you? You're not my real dad.
You're just like Papa.
You're just like Papa
You
Chaos.
sound just like Papa.
Oh god, she is like 11, isn't she? How close are we to Garrett?
You're basically right next to him.
So can I grab his hand?
Yes.
Grubby. Okay, I'm grabbing his hand, saying, "We should go now."
Yeah, you're right.
So
shoot at the one that's closest to me.
yeah, is what GOD agents are armed and still
There's only
able
one
to
that's
shoot
still
at this? Is he on the ground though,
armed. Yes.
or was it the other one? Okay,
I
so
think-
go ahead.
I think I have
I get-
control of his suit. I rolled a 12.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so while they're
That's
doing
sad.
their thing, Ariel's going to get up and drag Garrett with her and start going for the door, assuming everyone else has her back.
Mhm. Okay. What are you doing with the suit? And please roll to shoot.
And I have him shoot the other GOD soldier.
Yes.
To do that.
So he immediately turns, and his suit, like a robot, and fires, hitting the other GOD agent. As Manic also rolls.
Oh yeah, I was shooting the guy that I was pointing at. So yeah,
It's another attack from ambush.
another attack from ambush. Oh, because he can't fight back.
The attack from ambush is not just when they can't see you; it's when they cannot fight back. Or
Oh, well, 12. That sucks for that guy.
he's dead. He is so dead.
The one that I was shooting and the one I was puppeting.
Shooting.
The one that you were shooting, because not only are you shooting him, I'm shooting him too.
Yeah, so that's, I believe, 8 points of damage,
At least.
not including any armor, but he is still very much dead. As Ariel, Oscar, and Garrett run towards the door, Garrett stops at the door, wait, turns around, and fires at the machine. Specifically, its control panel, and he fires and immediately starts going on the fritz. I can't let them use that on anyone else.
Picking his nose. I can't let them use that. The nose. I can't let them use that.
And
Okay, Garrett shot the machine.
Yeah,
So we
I
got
shot the machine.
It went on the fritz.
he
Yeah.
said, "I can't let them use that."
Okay.
I don't happen to be near that, right?
The machine?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
Ariel,
cool.
Oscar, and Garrett are the closest ones.
Well, you
To
guys
it.
had got to the door, and then he fired at it.
Yeah. Well, we're the closest ones out of everybody else. That's what I'm
So-
saying.
And now you run.
We run.
And before we run, can I make the suit detonate next to the machine to help it along?
It doesn't have a self-destruct thing.
Hey, can we take one of the dead guy
can
with
he-
us?
He has grenades still?
That was no, actually, yeah, he does. He has one.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh, no more.
Oh, that sucks.
Did we
He has
still have
one
a
more
dead
grenade.
we still have a dead one like out in the hallway
yes.
with us, right?
Unfortunately, it's not very easy to move.
Well, Concrete's a big guy, isn't he? Is Tyler a big guy? Can he carry it? So we can have, or at least can we strip the suit from him so we can bring the suit back to Cloud so they can analyze it?
The suit is currently deactivated, and the only reason the guy wearing it was able to wear it without dying is because the suit powered it. It's very
They also
heavy.
already have a shrapnel of it that they were analyzing from.
Yeah, but if we have the whole
escaped.
suit, then they can get the whole schematics and everything. Is what I
It's
was
true.
thinking.
Can we at least try and get the dampener?
Yes, you can.
That's
you
a
can-
valid-
You can
that's
get the
a useful-
Okay.
dampener.
Cool.
I like
That's
that
what I was
idea.
more like. Let's bring as much information about these stupid suits back to them so we don't have to deal with them.
Very fair. And if this guy that's self-destructing lives, I will stick around to shoot him afterwards.
You will not.
I would still like to watch. So-
Manic just watches this poor guy.
Manig observes as this man pulls out a grenade, unwillingly.
I'm
screaming as he
attentively
does
making
so,
sure he doesn't survive.
and
So awful.
explodes.
That's so awful.
And I'll take one of their guns. The gun that they slid out the doorway that then proceeded to like get hit by several grenades. The lump of junk that it probably is now.
And you run. As you're running, you see Concrete placing various explosives along the walls as you run.
Oh, hey, yeah, but do we know if there's any more like subjects in here?
Garrett, as you're running, goes, no. After you escaped, they took everyone.
Okay, cool. So we're not going to just kill other subjects. Great, that's all I want to know.
Where did they take them?
They didn't tell me.
Garrett,
Presumably
Garrett,
other labs.
I'm gonna trade you. Give me your gun, take this one. It's probably better.
You're probably better at shooting than I am.
Well, yeah, but this gun I'll use your gun. So here.
Okay.
I also prefer the shotgun anyways.
He takes it as you continue
Cool,
running.
and I'll take his gun.
You get back to the helicopter. And Concrete's like, go, go, go!
GTFO!
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Can Kimberly stop Manic?
Of course.
As where everyone else is loading on.
I can't
Kind
say.
of holds her hand up.
What?
I'll take that. Ert's gun.
Sure, here you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Know me too well. Too well. It wasn't that I was gonna make it happen, but a lot of times these premonitions, once you get to the point, tend to at least give you a little bit more information. So I know Nam would have wanted it, but
Moving variable from your hands.
fair enough. I have something better anyways. The thing is a piece of junk.
And you get on the helicopter. Immediately starts flying away. And as you're flying away, you see Concrete pulls out a detonator. Presses it. One by one, the Sparta facility falls. Collapsing in on itself. Until it is no more. Whatever remains is long gone. As Concrete looks around, we did it. Worked out a lot better than I thought it would. I don't think we could have done it without you.
Who's he talking to? Like all of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Garrett.
Garrett is sitting there just staring at the floor to the helicopter.
Why was there nobody else? No other facility workers there? Where did they all go?
They knew you were coming.
Ow.
How?
Jinx.
No, that's Manic's thing.
Oh.
I got it.
Oh.
That was a dumb joke. Don't laugh at that.
It took me a minute.
Uh-huh. Just.
Oh,
Yeah,
I only just now got it.
Really?
Tyler's just sitting over there. Yeah, totally. Uh-huh.
So
No,
Manic's
'cause-
thing.
okay, so
Wait.
let me explain why. Because when you said that's Manic's thing, I was like, oh, they had premonitions.
No, because of
That's
the
how they knew
Jinx
we were
move.
coming.
No, because
Jinx
we
move.
said Jinx to each other. I said Jinx,
Yeah.
and he was referring to your move and said, no, that's his thing.
If it makes you feel better, I just didn't notice at all because I was taking a note.
It does make me feel a
I
little
missed,
better. Thank you,
I
Courtney.
missed the joke completely the first time around.
I appreciate it.
You ask how. I don't know. I wish I did.
What did they tell
Right.
you?
They told me to stay. Told me that Cloud was coming to destroy us.
Possibly an unpopular question. What are the odds we should throw you out of the helicopter right now?
Oh my gosh.
What?
Why the fuck would
Were
you
you
ask
bait?
that?
Were you bait? Were you a plant?
They told
some
me
sort?
that effectively the captain dies with the ship. They left me there to die.
That's a stupid
Would have been
saying.
easier just to shoot you.
I guess they wanted me to suffer.
Can I discern the intentions?
Sure.
I would definitely just be watching Kimberly, being like, all right then.
She's just
doesn't like
going
her.
full murder hobo.
Not murder hobo, but she's being watchful.
Suspicious.
She's being suspicious of somebody, and it's a different picture.
Roll the total of 5.
You have no idea.
We're taking him back to the base, or
Yes.
Kimberly, if you do you want to check to make sure he's not being tracked? Not in a with nicely.
can I see if I'm getting any kind of read off of him or the bear?
Sure.
That is
Yeah,
like
why
a
was
fun
the bear the
question.
most? Why was the bear the most dangerous thing?
Doesn't happen to have an
Fuck.
explosive in it, would it?
God damn it.
It's all right. We don't have a dampener this time.
Would that be power?
Yes.
Okay, then 7.
No, nothing on him. Or the
bear?
Can you tell me where
Taking
she
up on
is
anything.
Was Oscar in the room or Concrete in the room? Or do they know where she's at?
now?
I can't remember.
Oscar and Concrete do not.
Okay. See if Carish remembers because she doesn't have her notes. She's in.
Wait,
What?
Gonna hand her tablet over.
What?
Let's do it. Type it in.
Oh, okay. She types it in. She brings up, I don't know, Google Maps or whatever.
I
Google
was
Maps.
just thinking like notes app.
That's fair, because she would have no idea. I don't remember exactly what they told her, like if they told her the whole and everything, but
Oh no, everybody's freezing. I thought it was Krisha's microwave. Tyler's also frozen for me.
Huh? He is frozen for me, though.
Krish? Also frozen?
She's just moving slowly.
Oh, she's not moving at all for me.
Oh no! We lost.
She's
her.
currently she's winking and rolling one eye, winking one eye, rolling the other.
We lost him.
And oh, there we are.
Oh,
Welcome back,
everybody's moving again.
Krish. I got a great picture of you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I
Oh god, I'm so happy.
I'm surprised that me and Courtney could still talk to each other.
I'm surprised that I could hear you.
Really?
I could still hear and see both of you moving.
Yeah.
Karish froze for
You
me.
froze, you froze.
Everybody froze for me, but I could still hear everybody.
That was hilarious.
That was great.
I hate that picture. I must send it to
find
people
it.
now.
I want it as a profile picture. It's so perfect. It's on par with me and my shitty goggles picture.
Okay. Anyway, does Ariel write down where she is?
Yes, I said she writes down entity point. I couldn't remember if they said the state, but
So Garrett looks back at Ariel, looks back at the name, looks back at Ariel, and it's like, of course she fucking is.
do you know this?
What was that?
Do you know this place?
Everyone knows about that.
Do I know about? I don't know about
You
this
hear
place.
Concrete go, entity point.
How the fuck does everybody know about? Is this the capital? They didn't tell me this was the
That's
capital.
the place that
She said
survived
that
the end. I should know I was there.
Why? Okay. Well, from the way I understand it, Cloud saved her, and I don't know if she's like with a facility or a group there, but that's where they said she was at.
If she's there with Cloud, then it's probably Project Enigma.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's I don't know fully, but it's some project to help specials stay safe. And would you like to discuss anything on the way back to the main Cloud facility?
I have boo-boos, and they hurt.
We'll get those fixed right up when we get there.
Did I take the most damage in that fight?
Probably.
I got a boo-boo.
I'll be the tank.
I'll rip out the shards of shrapnel and just heal
I ain't gonna
myself.
lie, I'm surprised you guys didn't take more damage.
Well, then we stopped all the grenades. The one dude walked outside, got blown away, and then every single grenade that came out, we're just like, stop that one,
No,
stop that
no.
one,
No.
blow
Thank
the other
you.
one back over there.
No.
We took one grenade, and then half of them blew up inside the room. We didn't
I only
deal
took
with
one
any of
damage
them.
from that grenade, too.
Same.
It was very much a why you hitting yourself situation.
Yeah. Literally,
it.
one guy shot the other guy.
As you fly back to the facility, we're going to shift.
But do we?
Yes,
But do
because
we
I'm the game
have
master, and
to?
I say.
Kimberly
I've been
probably
sitting
fell
on this,
asleep
like,
on the
I've
way
been
back.
thinking about it. I'm like, oh fuck, so much is gonna be happening here.
So,
I'm just over here fuming about it, just so you know.
Why? Because I'm going on a date with your boyfriend.
Damn! So rude. I just want him to name drop Athena, just somehow bring up the name Athena, and I want to see what Vortex's reaction is. Do it.
Nam
Khan's
literally
like, man,
could not.
Genghis Khan, Athena.
He's
It's like
Athena. At least it's like a Greek goddess name. It's not like some random
We
name.
shift over to the Nexus. Vortex and Nam walk inside of Khan's door. You find what appears to be an empty, gray room. At least it seems empty. Vortex walks around. This is what it normally looks like, yeah?
when someone's deceased.
Mm-hmm. But there's usually traces somewhere. I should be able to find it. You see him raise out his hand, lift up his hand and wave against the wall. And you see that the wall sort of strips away, and underneath are various paintings. Each one is depicting you, Nam. Or at least, it appears to be you. But there's something about these portraits. They're off. They're sinister. That smile. That's not a good smile. Well, that's not concerning at all.
They're like, well, they're self-portraits.
Mm-hmm.
It's upsetting to think about, but I will ultimately look like him. We're in the same body. But the level of narcissism is scary.
I think it would
So
be a
the
good idea.
portraits, how do they depict Nam in those moments? Like, is there backdrops, or is it just
They seem
pictured?
to be. They're not full. They exactly portraits. They do depict, you in this some sort of scene. The backdrop of one seems to be a campground of some kind. Another, they seem, in a way, like pictures of things he has done, places he has gone. But one of them depicts you looking into basically the face towards you, Nam out looking at the painting. Behind him is a corpse. A large knife stabbed into its back. And just looking directly at the portrait, through the portrait, it's a small smirk on this man's face. As if he's proud of his handiwork. And you see down at the bottom of the portrait is a title. It simply says, "Near Perfection." And Vortex looks at these paintings and back at Nam. As much as I hate to say it, I think you need to have a talk with this Khan.
As much as my mind is telling me to agree, everything else, my heart and body are both quaking. I can't go to him. If I'm to see him, I don't think I'll come back. I don't know why I feel that. Because it's not just I'm afraid, but it's almost like you would wake up from a dream. But in this situation or this case, I wouldn't wake up. I don't think I can see him.
Maybe there would be a way without letting him out. Maybe. I don't know. This is unprecedented. I might even need to go to my bosses.
You have bosses? Do you get paid?
I was literally made for this, so no. I mean, kinda. It's complicated. Best not to talk about it here in this room.
Honestly, as much as you wouldn't like it, we may need to talk to Manic about it.
I'm not sure he would want to talk to me.
Probably not, but I guess ultimately you being there doesn't change anything. So, yeah, probably just best if you don't.
You might have to talk to him about it. If he even knows anything.
Well, I mean, he did say that he locked him away. Or at least they did. So, I don't know. I just know that well, I don't know, but I have a feeling that if I were to come in contact with Khan, I won't be there anymore.
Which, based on this, would be very bad.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna need to change my room again. I don't
Unfortunately.
really want it to be about art anymore. Feeling kind of sick about it. Not gonna lie. Pretty. You know what sounds nice? Just a plain gray room with like a table in the center, almost like an interrogations booth. That sounds
Like how it
primo.
was.
You know, sometimes you don't need change. And I think that this means that. Speaking of which, I think we should change rooms. I don't want to be here anymore.
Good
The
idea.
the eyes in that portrait are making me kind of feel gross.
And you and Vortex leave the room.
Do I recognize the corpse in that portrait?
Yes.
Hmm.
You're not sure why, but you do.
Mm-hmm. It's just familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm.
So you leave the room. I'm sorry you had to see that, but I think that you needed to.
No, don't be sorry. I asked you. I asked you to bring me there. I needed to learn a little bit about it. And I definitely learned a little bit more than I think I needed.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you for that. I don't really know where else to go with that. If your bosses need questions, I'm willing to answer, I guess. I
Feel like
don't I don't know.
I know everything you can tell me at least.
Yeah, I really don't have answers. So, um
I'll I'll see if I can figure out anything.
I wonder how they're doing. I'm gonna go back to the other room.
Okay. So you go back to the interrogation room.
Yeah, I'm changing it back.
As you walk in, it like shifts in front of your eyes back into the interrogation room.
Oh, much better.
And Manic would feel that Nam is back. This is on the ride back to Cloud. Would Manic let Nam back?
Yeah. After this point, things have slowed.
Yeah, it shifts back.
The heart rate has gone down, the shrapnel removed, and the wounds healed up.
So Kimberly and Ariel would distinctly notice the change that Nam is back.
Oh, I'm glad to see that everyone is all right, and that we're bringing Garrett. Yay!
Hello, Nam.
Hi, sir. Um,
How are you doing?
hi. It's a complicated question.
I know. I know it is. Have you learned more about who you are?
Technically, I suppose. So yeah.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you
Uh,
as much as I would have liked.
I mean, to be fair, it's. I don't really know if there were ways to investigate this. A lot of it's not documentable information. A lot of it's just kind of in my head.
That's not surprising.
Well, that's supposed to be.
How your power works and everything is almost entirely in your head, so there are things that I cannot know or find out.
I think Nam's just gonna kind of sit silently with his thoughts for the rest of the ride.
As you head back to Cloud, Sparta is no more. Nam has found far more questions than answers. And that is where we will end. Potentially the only season of Entity Point, the next generation, the subjects.
So do we not get
Thank you for
talkings at back at Cloud? Okay, fine.